Radio.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Pop Culture Crew episode number 2. I am Jackson Burkhart here with my host,
Jack Driscoll.
the man, the myth, the legend himself. So, Jack, it's been an interesting week since we last.
That's true. That's true.
What do we think about the upcoming movie, Dead Man, Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery? Have you seen the first two?
I did see the first two. That was Glass Onion, and what was the second one? The first
Knives
one.
Out was the first one.
That's Knives Out was the first
And
one.
then
Yes.
Glass Onion was the second one.
I think Glass Onion was better, but that's my own opinion.
All right.
But
That's interesting because I've actually had a conversation with someone and they thought that Glass Onion was inferior to Knives Out in the first one.
I don't think they're both. I don't think either of them are bad. I liked the cast and the second one better. Thought it was funny.
I see. I just think they're really special. Daniel Craig does a phenomenal job.
It's
This will
true.
be coming out on December 12th, straight to Netflix. So if you're a fan or if you're not, if you want to check it out, that's where it'll be. I'm very excited because I think they do something very special. I think they've done a great job at capturing that murder mystery feel.
I agree.
I think they do a very good job at the building the suspense. I think Knives Out did it slightly better than the first one, personally.
You mean the second one?
Knives Out did it better than the second one than Glass Onion.
I think they're kind of interchangeable. I think if you like either of them, I feel like neither one is so bad where you can be like, there's one that's so much better, if that makes sense. Like I feel like even if you think one is inferior, like you can still see they're still within the same tier. I feel like.
All right, and then something I actually found out about this morning. I think it was announced this morning. Correct me if I'm wrong, but for the 60th Super Bowl halftime show, Bad Bunny.
Oh
will be
yes, yeah,
performing.
I saw that because
Are you a Bad Bunny fan?
I've listened to like 2 songs,
Mhm.
but I know a friend of mine that really likes Bad Bunny, so I'm sure he's very excited.
I personally do not know many of the songs from Bad Bunny. However, him being the halftime show artist, do we think there will be multiple people?
I don't know.
Because I feel like the last couple they've done, it's been multiple people.
I mean, yeah, but I feel okay. So I don't know what was going on with the Usher Super Bowl show. That was horrific.
Yeah, that one caught me off guard. I wasn't a fan of that one.
But I know the reason that Kendrick and SZA were guest stars was because they were touring together, either
Mhm.
at the time or at the start, which I went to.
Yes, I was gonna bring that up. I was gonna say, reflecting on the last couple, what's your favorite Super Bowl halftime show you've ever seen?
I don't remember a lot of them. I do think if I had to pick one that stood out to me, again, Kendrick Lamar one was really good. I'd have picked that one as my favorite. I know it's the newest one, but there was one a few years ago I really liked. I can't remember. Do you want to run down the list and remind me? Because you're gonna say it, and I'm gonna.
Well, there was a couple. There was the Adam Levine Maroon 5 one, I think a few years ago.
Mhm.
My personal favorite is The Weeknd's.
Yes,
because
that was the one I
actually,
liked a lot.
I didn't even know who The Weeknd was. I thought it was a band. My
Mhm.
mom's like, "You don't know The Weeknd?" And then she was
Just
like, "No,
one
it's
guy.
one guy." And I was like, "What one guy calls himself The Weeknd?" And then I was like, "Wait, I know that song. I know that song."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Wait a minute, I really like this artist." And
Yeah.
then
I thought
Yeah.
his was good. I thought Usher's was horrifically awful.
I did not like Usher's at all.
I thought that one was so bad.
Hot
He
take.
should have just kept his shirt on. I don't know when he took his shirt off.
Adam Levine did it too.
Yeah,
they
but when
did
Adam
his.
Levine did it, it was weird, but the music was still good. He wasn't like being weird and singing bad songs.
Mhm.
I just think Usher's was just like he came out with a Tron suit. Remember that one guy who came out with the suit that was glowing blue?
Mhm.
And I was like, what is going on right now?
Yeah, no, I just
very
I
discombobulated-
don't. Again, I'm not familiar with Bad Bunny's music or his persona, what he's like. So maybe he'll bring something interesting to the table. But I thought that was noteworthy because I know for some people that's like the highlight of
the year.
I mean, I don't want to go so far and say it's the highlight of their year, but I feel like it kind of is in a way where I mean, I know so many people who don't care about football, do not watch football, and they're like, I watched the Super Bowl for the commercials and the halftime show."
What I do.
That's what I do every year too. I don't like football. I don't watch a single game of football the entire season. I watch the Super Bowl every year because it's the Super Bowl.
It's true. It's where they put all
So,
the new announcements on.
mhm. Something very interesting we're gonna do this time, folks. We're gonna do a little ranking here.
Okay.
As many people may know, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy is being re-released into theaters,
Correct.
which is I'm
The
very
best
happy
Spider-Man
because
trilogy.
the best Spider-Man trilogy. The best Spider-Man trilogy is being re-released in theaters. So I had me and Jack rank all 8 live action Spider-Man films, the 3 Tobey Maguire ones, the 2 Amazing Spider-Mans with
With Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield,
And
and then
then
all 3 of
the-
Tom Holland,
yes.
more recent Tom Holland ones.
Um,
So we're gonna go from least favorite to favorite.
Mhm.
So kick us off, Jack. What's your least favorite live action Spider-Man film?
it's Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Really?
There's a lot going for the movie. Like the only thing that's going for that movie is the Gwen Stacy dynamic and Andrew Garfield. I mean, the Electro is horrible.
Yeah.
The Rhino is some idiot in a mechanic Rhino suit, and it's stupid. And I fell into a vat of eels. Like, are we kidding me with this right now? I just think on watch, there's like 3 good scenes in the entire movie, and the rest
Mhm.
of it is boring and it makes you angry.
I agree with a lot of that. I'm also not particularly a fan of the Amazing Spider-Man films. I think they have a lot of glaring problems, but my least favorite is actually A Far From Home.
That's the one I have next. That's
Mm.
my second.
I really don't
ruined
like that
Mysterio.
movie. I was pretty invested, and then when I found out Mysterio was using holograms, great ending where he reveals that Peter
Yeah.
Parker Spider-Man. I thought that was
And
interesting.
then there was the fight on the bridge with the
Mhm.
drones. That was really good. Like,
Um,
it's not irredeemable.
I
but
just the fact that it was holograms, just it really took me out of it, and I feel a lot of people have, like, been like, "Really? That makes you, like, dislike the entire movie?" And yeah, it really does. I
does.
just did not like that. I thought it was really
I
stupid.
think what makes it so annoying is I brought it up last time when I said that Superman kind of went away from that tech. Everything has to be tech with the superheroes. There's no powers anymore. It's just like Mysterio's whole thing is he's magic. He's got all the magic powers. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, it's stupid Tony Stark drones now. And it's like, it kind of ruins it. Like Mysterio's whole thing is that he like traps Spider-Man in his glass head a bunch of times. In the
Yeah.
comics. He's like, ooh. And it's just stupid.
Yeah.
And it's holograms.
But and then you said your 7 was
7 was Far From Home. Yes.
Far From Home, yeah. My 7 was Amazing Spider-Man 1.
Okay.
I only disliked that one slightly less is because I really didn't like how they made Peter Parker, like, mean to people.
yeah.
Like, the
I thought that
second
was a
he
little
gets
weird.
powers, he's like, "I can be rude to everyone now."
Yeah. I thought that was
Um,
a little weird.
I just wasn't the biggest fan of that, and there are just 1 or 2 things about the second one that I preferred a little bit more.
Mhm.
I thought they polished some pieces. I thought they made the Gwen Stacy and Spider-Man Peter Parker dynamic. I feel like they did a good job
Yeah.
in that movie with that. And that scene still hits hard, obviously. Spoiler alert. If you
Yeah.
haven't seen it, don't listen to what I'm about to say. When Gwen Stacy dies at the end, it still hits hard. That's
Yeah.
probably honestly out of those 2 movies, that's probably the best scene
Probably.
in
yeah.
those 2 movies. But all right, let's move on to our number 6. What do you got for number 6, Jeff?
Amazing Spider-Man 1.
Mhm.
I think the reason I like it so much is 1, I think it has one of the most unique suit designs in the entire movie. Is the yellow lenses, the like sports theme. I thought that was very cool. But it's because I watched it with my brother, and I thought there were scenes in that movie where I thought it was funny. I was having a good time. Like that scene with the guy's trying to rob the car, and he's like, "Ach," and he sneezes and he like webs him to the wall every time. He's like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Like when he's playing around with his powers, I thought that was funny because you get a Spider-Man where it's like, yeah, when he's Peter Parker, it's not funny because he's being rude to people, and Peter Parker's not supposed to be rude to people. When he's Spider-Man, he's cocky and he's cracking the jokes. And I feel like Andrew Garfield really plays that Spider-Man character very well.
Yeah. I think he does a very good Spider-Man.
Yes,
Andrew Garfield does a
Peter Parker's not great.
fantastic. I just didn't like his Peter Parker, and I really think the Uncle Ben dynamic. I really feel like it's just weak coming off Toby. Obviously
Yeah.
the Sam Raimi trilogy. I think it was done better in that film. It hits harder in that one.
I agree. What's your number 6?
The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Okay.
I do have one major problem. I feel like the Green Goblin in that film comes out of
I
nowhere.
forgot about
I
that.
feel like at the end they're just like, oh, and the Green Goblin's here too.
And then never do anything because the third one never got made.
No, it never got made. But I mean, yeah, I feel like we kind of went over that one already.
Yeah.
So what do we got at number 5, Jack?
Homecoming.
I also have Homecoming. I think it's good.
Great. It's a great starter movie. It's not anywhere near peak Spider-Man. The next 4 movies, in my opinion, are peak Spider-Man. This is
Mhm.
all like the best that Spider-Man can get that
Mhm.
we've seen so far.
And I think probably my favorite part of that movie is uh Michael Keaton's
Michael Keaton's
Vulture.
Vulture is great, and then
He
Morbius
is
ruined it.
I actually think he's one of my favorite like MCU villains.
Oh, yeah,
I
it's
think
great.
because he was super for being just a human. And I like how probably the other best thing about that movie is showing you like real people
Mhm.
and how they got affected after like the attacks on New York
Yeah.
and things like that, and how their lives are like disrupted.
Yeah, and I think that Michael Keaton's The Vulture is a fantastic standout to a point that I've made like multiple times now, where in the comics, the Vulture is just some idiot with wings, and he's like, "Wah!"
Yeah.
But in the MCU, he's menacing and he's actually scary, and he's got this crazy wingsuit, and he's like a really scary person.
Mhm.
I think that was a very good way of changing a movie villain and a comic villain.
I agree. I think they did a good job with Homecoming. I think
Great starting off point, not the best it gets.
yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. And I think there are also films, as they're gonna get into, there are predecessor Spider-Man films that just did a better job or
Yes,
more
I
entertaining.
agree.
So what do you got in your number 4, Jack?
Spider-Man 1.
Really?
Mhm.
That's
That's
interesting.
Spider-Man 1.
So your Spider-Man 1 is your least favorite of the 3.
Yes, I think not because it's a bad movie by any means. I can
Mm.
quote half the I had to beat an old lady with a stick to get her," right? Like, it's just to me, it's the starting Spider-Man movie. It's
Mhm.
starting off and he's just getting there. Like, I think we can all agree that the redeeming factor of that movie is Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin. We all know that that is the best part of that film.
And yeah, I think he delivers such an amazing performance that obviously will come back in No Way Home and Tom
Yes.
Holland's, and he delivers an arguably even better
Yes,
performance in
spoiler
that
alert, I
movie.
do have No Way Home above Spider-Man 1
Mhm.
because of that reason.
I think even you can put aside the memes of, him being the Green Goblin and the goofiness. There is
Can't do
goofiness,
this
but
to me.
yeah, I started this company.
I just think that,
But
like, it's
he-
just
He's just so incredible in that role, and I think they really nailed him on the head with menacing and then putting those ideas in
yeah.
Spider-Man's head, like they'll love you until they hate you.
I
And
mean,
everything
it's
like
just
that.
one of the best monologues when he's holding the
Mhm.
MJ and the tram. He's
You
like,
must choose.
I think it's just great.
Mhm.
I think Willem Dafoe, and then that scene after where the guy with the Yankees hat is like, "We will help you,
Yeah,
Spider-Man."
yeah.
Like, it just really shows, like, it really dives into the New York aspect that you don't really get in the later movies, where it's like the New York pride, where it's like everything is like Spider-Man is a low to the ground hero, and I love that.
Yeah. I had Spider-Man 3. I think.
Ooh, you are not gonna like my list then.
Well, listen, I love Spider-Man 3. I think it's an overall very good movie with the most problems out of that
Yes,
trilogy.
yeah, 100%. And I think I will talk about Spider-Man 3 later when we get to my list
Okay.
because I have a lot
Okay.
to say
Then
about
we'll
that
just move
movie.
on to number 3. What's your number 3?
I have No Way Home.
I also have No Way Home.
I saw this in theaters on opening night. I mean,
I mean, I feel like a lot of people did. This was
Yeah.
a big one. Them advertising,
s-
bringing back like the whole, like every
We-
original villain. Just had
Tobey
it had
Maguire
everyone.
and
'Cause-
Andrew Garfield coming back.
One of the smartest things about that movie is like you could not like Andrew Garfield's love Tobey Maguire's.
And
Tobey
you
Maguire was
yeah.
so all the Tobey Maguire fans were going, all the Andrew Garfield fans were going.
It brought
further back.
everybody together, and I think bringing Alfred Molina back.
Yeah.
I mean, but Michael B. Jordan, if I'm correct, he was Electro in Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx is who it was. I don't know why I get those two confused. Jamie Foxx as Electro did a great job. He had a great redemption in this.
Mhm.
I mean, I think the weakest part of this movie is that Doctor Strange is loosely put into the movie.
Yeah.
I think that's the weakest part. I think we're right off of Shang-Chi. Doctor Strange is supposed to be involved with Shang-Chi, and all of a sudden Shang-Chi's gone, and Spider-Man is like, I need help getting these villains back home. And you're like,
And I feel like
Why?
I feel like he's really now thinking about that, hearing you say that, I feel like he's really only ever in a film when it's like convenient for him to show
yes,
up.
when he needs to fix everything. And like as soon as Spider-Man, like as soon as Doctor Strange is out of the way, like all the scenes of Doctor Strange are good. Like Benedict Cumberbatch's Doctor Strange is very interesting, and I think pre Multiverse of Madness is probably one of the more enjoyable characters
Yeah.
to watch in the MCU. But it's like the scene where they're fighting on the trains. That's the last cool thing I feel like he does in that movie, and then disappears the entire rest.
That's
of the
what he
movie.
disappears until the end, where he conveniently has to
Yeah.
undo everything that Spider-Man just did.
Yeah.
So,
But I think a really strong point about that movie is it shows that Spider-Man is not ready for these multiversal threats. Like
Yeah.
Spider-Man is not one of those heroes that can just take care of all this stuff lickety split. He's not capable of
exactly.
doing
Even
that.
though he tries to be and wants to be, he just is not. He's not at that point.
and
At
it all
least not
comes
yet.
back to bite him.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mhm.
I think it's a
All
great
right.
movie though.
What's your number 2, Jay?
Spider-Man 2.
All right. I see. Do we want to wait and talk to that one? Because my Spider-Man 2 is a little bit higher.
Yeah, we can wait on that one. We can wait on that one.
'Cause
Because I do
mine-
have I only have good things to say about that.
My number 2 is Spider-Man 1. We already
Okay,
talked about
yes.
Spider-Man 1 and everything we love about it. For me, the two first Tobey Maguire, Sam Raimi Spider-Mans are just so iconic.
They're so
Those
good.
were out like right as we were either being born or like in our young, like our early childhood.
Perfect time to watch them.
A perfect time to watch them. And I think they just nailed it on the head with that goofy comic book feel. Because
Oh, yeah.
obviously it's a comic book movie and they're comic book characters, but also serious and a well written story with compelling characters that they just did such a good job with. And I think it really still holds up well the way those movies look, even for their time.
Yeah, I
So-
agree. I agree. I think the special effects are great
Mhm.
in everything that they do. I mean, I have a story about it if you want to give me the opportunity. My mom was in the building where Doc Ock is breaking the bank open.
Yeah.
She saw the guy playing Spider-Man fly across her window, and she went down, and Alfred Molina was it with the practical effects, like,
Wow.
and she was like, "What is going on right now?" She had no idea what
They didn't tell
Spider-Man
anybody?
was. They
That's
didn't tell
Spider-Man.
anybody nothing. She's like, she doesn't know what Spider-Man is. My mom's
Mhm.
like, hey, she didn't know until like 3 years ago. She told me, she was like, yeah, I saw that guy was filming outside of my.
Your mom didn't know who Spider-Man
No,
was?
my mom was like, who is this person with the octopus arms and the guy flying past my window with the line? And I was like,
I mean, Dr. Octopus is one thing. Your
Spider-Man?
mom didn't know who Spider-Man was in like the early 2000s? Wow.
She was like, I just had no idea what they were filming some movie. And I was like, Spider-Man 2? The scene where he's throwing the cars. She was like, yeah, I saw the broken taxis. And I was like,
Wow. That's
so
interesting.
yeah, I thought that would be funny to add.
Okay.
But if you would like to know my number 1, which I'm sure
Yes.
you already deducted at this point, is a Spider-Man 3.
Mine's Spider-Man 2. That's because one of my favorite Marvel villains is Dr. Octopus,
I mean, Alfred Molina does a great job.
and Alfred Molina does such a fantastic job. And I just feel like they really
It's the
nailed it
perfect superhero
perfectly.
movie. I'm sorry. It is
Yeah.
the perfect superhero movie. It's better than Endgame and it's better than Infinity War. It is the perfect
It's
superhero
from
movie.
start to finish. It nails everything on
There's
the head.
nothing bad about that movie. At no point are you bored. At no point do you not want to watch anymore.
Mhm.
Like, even then, it seems like I have nothing but Spider-Man. Like, every part of
Every
it
part of that
is
movie is
so
great.
enjoyable.
It's all so good.
And I pick Spider-Man 3 here,
Mhm.
not because I think it is a better movie than Spider-Man 2, but because when I'm thinking Spider-Man 3, all of the iconic scenes from that movie in my head are like the best funny and enjoyable moments that Raimi
Yeah.
has wrote. The highs of that movie are the highest the series gets, and the lows are like the lowest that the series goes. Like, there gets to a point where you're like, I don't even know what is going on anymore. Like, the scene where Topher Grace is quite literally in the church praying for God to smite Spider-Man in
Yeah.
the air. I was like, what is going on?
It's great.
And I just think that and a lot of people are really going to disagree with what I have to say here. The black suit has never looked better than it did in the Raimi trilogy.
I agree.
Even in the comics, I think that it looks incredible. And that scene where he's sitting on the window and he's looking at his hands, it's the best Spider-Man has looked in any movie.
I agree. I think they nailed the black suit.
And I think the best, and in my opinion, the funniest line in the entire trilogy is when he's standing there and he's like, "They love me."
They love me. Your high school.
My high
yearbook
school
quote.
yearbook quote.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, that movie has a very special place in my
Mm.
heart, and every year I watch it if I get the opportunity.
Well, there you have it, folks. That is our ranking of the Spider-Man list. If you have the chance, see the re-releases in theaters.
Yes.
They're great. And if you haven't seen the rest of them,
Just
even
watch
though we
them
may
all.
have complained about some of them, watch them because they're great. But for right now, we'll take a short ad break and we'll be back in just a moment.
WIUR Radio.
Hi, I'm Morgan Beastie from the Ionian, and I hope you're enjoying today's show. Are you looking for the latest scoop on campus news, sports, and more? Check out the Ionian, Iona University's very own award-winning student newspaper. We keep you up to date with everything happening on and off campus. Want to know about the big game, the latest campus event? It's all in the Ionian. Join the conversation. Read, write, and get involved. Visit www.theionian.org or pick up a copy around campus. Stay informed, stay connected. Now, back to WIUR, Iona University Radio.
All right, folks, WIUR, check them out if you haven't. And we'll do a quick shout out to our next show of the week, Beyond the Scoreboard. Make sure to check out their show every Tuesday at 11 o'clock, only on WRUR Radio. And for our last little segment here, we're going to do something special. Jack did not know this was coming. Jack, you're going to do a blind ranking.
Oh, God.
Here we go. We're going to do a
Okay.
blind ranking.
Okay.
The theme is Tyler, the Creator albums.
Oh, okay.
Because I know you saw Tyler, the Creator
I did see that
this summer,
It was
when
awesome.
his Chromacopia tour.
Incredible.
Where he announced that he would also not be singing during the concert.
And then the next day he just did it
Mm-hmm.
regardless.
Yep. But you're going to be blind ranking 5 Tyler, the Creator albums.
Okay.
All right. You know how this works.
Yeah. I get number
put it
1
in
through
place,
5
yep.
and I just gotta can't change them around.
All right. So here you go. Number 1, Chromacopia.
3. I'm gonna put that at easy 3. I don't think it's his best work, but I think it's far from his worst.
Mhm.
I think there are really good songs in there. I think there are really bad songs. Balloon. And I think that it's just perfect middle ground.
A lot of people say that that's like his magnum opus and it will never get better.
I think-
even when it came out.
Yeah. I just think as Tyler, the Creator, and not any persona that he creates, that probably is because it's an album about himself where he talks about just all the different feelings he has about his life. And
Yeah.
like he got on stage and he gave us the meaning for every song he told. He was like, take your mask off. It's
Yeah.
about people who are fake and like tell them to tell them lies about themselves. He's like, why are you being fake? Be true to yourself. Like it's all about his feelings about the world. And I think some people resonate with that. And I didn't as much as I did with the personas about certain things.
I agree. I like that album a lot. I thought he had a really solid lineup of songs.
I agree.
A handful I didn't like at all, but the ones that I did like were so good that I thought it made for a really good album, a really interesting feel as well. There was a very very quick jump in tone as well.
I agree.
You
I
know,
agree.
Sergeant Chroma starts off, and then you get into more mellow ones. I think he wraps up the album very nice.
Oh yes. I Hope You Find Your Way Home is a very good.
Yes, it's a
ending
great song and a
Very
rap.
great
I feel like
ending
it really ties the album together, and it's a very
Yeah.
nice
And
way out.
as somebody who owns the vinyl, I will say the vinyl does have a better album structure than the actual release. I do believe that. I believe it was Playboy Cardi's verse on "I Thought You Thought I Was Dead." Phenomenal. And I do think that "Mother" is a very good song that should
Yeah.
have been on the official release. But
I agree. I did like that one when
it
you
was
got
very
that out.
good.
All right, so your next one. Call Me If You Get Lost.
Number 1. That's my favorite Tyler album. I mean, that it just, in my opinion, it has all the sounds I want to hear from him. Like, I know a lot of people put Igor in that spot, but Call Me If You Get Lost. I mean, I think, in my opinion, Sweet and I Thought You Wanted to Dance is his best song. And then you have stuff like Corso is great, Dogtooth, Wharf Talk. I mean, it's incredible. Every song on that is a certified banger.
That is also my favorite Tyler, the Creator album. I've listened to that one a couple times, like start to
I
finish.
agree.
I just think that one, the sound of that one is so nice to me that obviously Chromacopia sounds great and Igor is extremely unique. That one just had the most pleasant sound to me that resonated with me.
Yeah, I
personally.
agree.
So I think he just nailed that on the head. Well, a lot of people we know disagree with us on that one, but that is my favorite as well. Your next one, Igor.
Number 2. I'll put that at number 2. Like I said, I've listened to Igor a bunch now. Puppet is probably my favorite song off that one. If not, That Boy's a Gun.
That's probably my favorite on Igor.
I also really like what's the transition song on that one?
I don't know. It's been a while since I listened to Igor.
I have to look it up, but it's the
Circle Back.
Yeah, it's the one where they have the gun sounds at the start, and it's like I hate wasted potential. That song's also really good. There's not a
Is it New
miss.
Magic Blonde?
No, New Magic Wand's not a transition song, but there's not a single miss on Igor. Like I think we all know this.
Yeah,
I think
that's a really solid album. Really
Ish.
unique album too.
yes. I just think it's not. I don't vibe with the sound as much as I do in Call Me If You Get Lost, and that's just a personal thing.
I mean, hey, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. Igor is also not my favorite. I honestly would put. I also like Chromacopia a lot more than Igor. It's not Igor's one of those things where I understand why so many people love it and consider it his best work. I don't share the same opinion.
And you know what? As long as you acknowledge the fact that it is as good as it is, it's like
all right, Flower Boy
4. I'll put that a 4. I like Flower Boy a lot. I think there are some really good songs on there. What is it? Boredom is on my. I have that unliked song. I like that one a lot. But I don't mess with every single song. I mean, it has "See You Again," which people say is his best song. I don't think it is his best song. I think it's definitely his most popular. But I think he has a lot of talented features on that. But I think it's a very feature heavy album. I don't think you see a lot of Tyler through it, and that's like. I may be wrong. I may be misremembering, but I did listen through the whole album last year, and I do remember there just being a lot of features. But a lot of Tyler's core elements in that one come through on the producing and less the lyricism. So you still get the Tyler vibes with other different types of lyricism. So I think it's a very unique album.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put it at 4.
All right. Well, then your number 5, and I think you're going to be pretty happy to hear this, is Don't Tap the Glass.
I really don't think it was bad. It's just.
You can let it out.
Very clearly an album where he wanted to have fun and he didn't want there to be strings attached by some deeper meaning. And
there's nothing wrong with that.
And there's nothing wrong with it. And I think I listened to all the songs a bunch. Like Ring 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 is a very listened to song by me. I like I'll Take Care of You. Other than that, I have not listened to another song from that album.
Really?
Maybe Big Poe. But like
you didn't. So wait, you didn't actually listen to the whole thing?
I'm saying since I listened to the whole thing,
okay.
I have not listened to another song from that album since outside of those other 3.
I listened to it. I think the day it came out because you told me about it.
Yes,
First of all, I didn't even know it was coming out, and then you sent me a text, and it was like you're releasing a new album. I was like, when? You were like tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, okay. So I listened to it. I didn't like it very much, and then about a week later, I listened to it while I was at work. I listened to the whole album again. I still did not like it. And I followed it up. The second the last song ended, I followed it up with Steve's Lava Chicken from the Minecraft movie. And I enjoyed that more than I did the entire album. And that is the truth. And I'm not saying that to be entitled. I respect that he wanted to go for, I'm not telling a really profound story.
Yeah.
I just want to make songs for fun. I love that. I also promote making things for fun. But
it just didn't vibe.
He put out an album. He put it out for people to experience. I experienced it and I didn't like it.
And that's okay. I feel like that's fine. But as long as you understand like the backing behind it, I feel like it's fine. Like I just think that I'm not a big fan of like, because I don't like it, it's bad. It's poorly made. I think like there's a lot of things that you like that I am not a huge fan of. And I will acknowledge that it's very well made. Like again, Demon Slayer. I think Demon Slayer is incredibly well put together. It's not in my like top 10 favorite animes of all time.
Yeah.
But like you have to understand that even if you don't like something, there's still a lot of effort that got put into it. It's still a creative vision. There's still people out there that resonated. It's not something like Ice Cube's War of the Worlds where it's so ungodly awful that it was clear there was so lazy and no passion behind it. Like there's still creativity going on. And I think as long as people respect that I think media comprehension definitely gets a lot better.
I agree. And speaking of Demon Slayer, thank you for mentioning it. Right before we wrap, folks, we're just going to do you guys a favor. And I'm just going to list a couple movies that are currently in theaters because I like movies. I like the movie theaters. And I feel like a lot of people aren't going to theaters anymore. So I'm going to list a couple movies. And if they sound interesting at all, please go check them out in the theater right before we wrap. The Demon Slayer movie, obviously, is still in theaters. That's a must watch.
Grossed more than Superman.
That's the movie of the year. That's the movie of the year.
I agree.
One Battle After Another, which we talked about.
PTA.
Which we talked about last week on the show, is now out.
Have to go see it.
New Paul Thomas Anderson film, Leonardo DiCaprio, star-studded cast. So check that one. I will be watching. I honestly probably next week for the show, I'll probably have seen it. So
yeah, I want to go see it at some point. So
we'll check it out this week, and we'll give you guys the full rundown next week. This was unexpected. I didn't see this one coming. The Dude Perfect Hero Tour movie.
Yeah, I saw an ad for that on Regal, and I was like, I will not be seeing that.
I don't know if I'll be in the theater for that one, but I love Dude Perfect. I don't know if I'll be in the theater for that one, but if you do like them, please check them
Go
out.
check it out.
The Conjuring: Last Rites. I've never actually seen a Conjuring
Neither have
movie.
I have not
I'm
heard good
hearing
things about it.
mixed things about this one. I hear some people saying they don't like the direction the franchise is going, and I hear some people saying they actually prefer the way it's going.
Yeah, I've heard
So,
mixed things.
whether you're a Conjuring fan, if you like horror movies, go watch it. So that and The Long Walk.
Yes.
The Long Walk is
Stephen
out in
King.
theaters. Yep.
Stephen King.
And with that, folks, thank you for tuning in for the show. We were very glad to have you this week. We will see you next week with our review of One Battle.
PTA's new movie.
Yes, yes. Thank you very much for joining, and stay safe out there.
Have a good one.